தனி பெருங்கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருநிலைத்து நல் அருளொடும் அன்பொடும் சிறப்பொடும் செழுத்துவோங்க உருநிலைத்து இவன் மகிழ்வொடு வாழ்வுற உவந்து நின் அருள் செய்வாய். இருநிலத்தவர் இன்புறத் திருவருள் இயல் வடிவொடு மன்றில் குருநிலைத்த சத்குரு எனும் இறைவனின் குறைகளல் பதம் போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு நமக்கு ஸ்பெஷல் நீட்ஸ் பேரண்டிங் டாபிக்ல we would like to invite Madam Premila to introduce our guest speaker. Madam Premila, you can carry on.
Yes, thank you, Tilaka. Very good evening to everyone, and it's a pleasure to meet every one of you, and thank you for your time and patience of waiting. And today we have a highly resourceful person and a very close friend of mine. Every week we do have such meetings, an interactive session, so that as parents and therapists, we come in a common platform where we can support each other, learn from each other, and create a global support system. So our vision is community-based inclusive development. Similarly, today's speaker has also a similar background, and also both of us share some similarities. I've studied under CBM, and now my friend Fairlene, she works as head of impact and learning in CBM India. Let me introduce. She has, I have to say a lot. Her profile is very extensive. To make it short, I'll just cite a few of her profile. Fairlene currently works as head impact and learning at CBM India. She has done her master's in sociology and post-graduation diploma in community-based rehabilitation. She has also received the Australian Awards Fellowship for Disability Inclusive Development. She has been working in the field of disability and development for more than 20 years. In the recent past, she has been successful to lead campaigns for inclusive education in 13 states of India, promoting inclusive education with both special and mainstream school in public-private partnership and community-based inclusive development approach. Involved in study with UNESCO on the status of education of children with disabilities in India, Sarva Siksha Abhinyan, and a lot of initiatives. It is long to say. So cutting it short, she'll be very good resource for parent support groups, and let's listen from her mouth and what guidelines she would like to offer this parent support group. Fairlene, on board. Fairlene, may I request you to deliver your speech?
Yes.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Hi, Ms. Premila, and thank you so much for this invite you've given me. And it's really a good privilege for me to, be interacting with this, small but, I think a very empowered group, to promote persons with disabilities, their causes, and for them to be included in the mainstream. I think this is what the group is all about, but I would like to know more about it.
Yes.
And to see
Vallalar Mission Malaysia. It's a very big group which works on the common platform of compassion. So you are the right fit in.
All right. So thank you so much for the invite, and I will just test my screen. Please let me know.
Yes.
Share. See it. Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
All right. So Is my PPT still visible?
Yeah, it is visible. It is in the PowerPoint mode. You want to make it as
PowerPoint mode is fine.
mode.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, it's the first time that I'm interacting with you all. And, to make this presentation more meaningful, I would like to know a little more about the individuals who are present here. And for them also, I would like to make this a very interactive session. So I hope that's fine and it's acceptable.
Yes, Fairlene, if you can give your presentation, and after this, we will have a question answer session.
Sure. I'm just having some issues, but I'll just say.
And because people will be joining more in between, so we'll have more.
No problem. I will send it. I was in meetings continuously from today morning, so I was not able to send earlier. So I'll just send. Yeah. Okay. So the way I would like to take through the session today is first, to have introductions of one and all present here, what you're doing, and how you have come to be together as a group. And then we go to the next session, which is understanding the needs of empowerment. And then we go to discussing on strategies for empowerment. And if okay, then we will also do a small joint action plan so that it brings a little more meaning to the discussions that we have had. Sure. So is this okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine.
All right. Okay, so let me start with the introductions. I would like to know if every member who are joined here, whoever has joined, if you can just switch on your video and if you can just tell 2-3 lines about yourself, what you're doing and why you came in this group. And another thing is what you are looking forward from this presentation of today. Okay, so anybody could start, anybody could initiate.
Any volunteers?
Okay, I go first.
Thank you. Thank you, lawyer Rajeshwari.
Okay, my name is Rajeshwari Paramasivam. I'm a lawyer by profession. I got a son, he's 7 years old, he's a special needs child, he's having an autism spectrum. So my sister-in-law shared to me about this forum today. So I just joined to get more information, and definitely every time we can gain a new information from others, so I can use it for my son development.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So is this the first time that you are joining?
Yes.
All right.
The first time.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Rajeshwari.
What about others? Ali, you can open your, I think his mic. Ali, I can't hear you. Okay. Anybody else? Kundavi. யாருக்காச்சும் கொஸ்டின் அவங்க கேக்குறாங்க, அவங்கள இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. எந்த லாங்குவேஜ் வேணா நம்ம இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம்.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லலாம், எனக்கு தமிழ் புரியும்.
Okay, very good, Fairlene. Tamil புரியும்.
I hope you can understand my Tamil. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Kundavi.
Hi. How to call you?
Fairlene, you can call her as Fairlene.
Yes. Yeah.
Fairlene. Okay. I'm also a parent with twins who has autism, 10 years old already. So came here to looking for something.
Okay. Nice. Thank you so much. And yeah, okay. Next person, please. Hello. Please don't hesitate. We are all together in this journey of inclusion. So please feel free to talk. Yeah.
Ali, unmute your mic. Ali, mic. Open your mic and talk.
Open karo.
Yeah, open,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Hi, good evening, Ali. Ali
Good
is
evening,
my
how are you?
student, and so happy to see him on this meeting. Okay, Ali, tell me why you have come to this meeting and what are you looking for? What, why you have come to this group?
I have
Tell me.
to learn something from this meeting, and you have teach me a lot of things.
Okay.
And I was on the wheelchair. I was not able to walk. So you made me to sit from the chair to from the wheelchair to chair.
Okay.
Then I came to my office and learned how to handle the customers and how to talk to the people. And it is really nice to join you all. And I'm going to learn so many things from this meeting.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ali. And nice to see you at your
Definitely.
office as a managing director now. Okay.
No problem. Yeah, sure.
Best wishes. Best wishes. Thank you for joining, Ali.
No problem. Sure.
Now you can close your mute. Anybody else? யார் வேணாலும் நம்ம எதுக்காக இங்க இந்த குரூப்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், நமக்கு என்ன வேணும் அப்படிங்கறத அவங்க கேக்குறாங்க. சோ எல்லாரும் அவங்கவுங்க விருப்பங்கள், எதனால இங்க வந்தோம் அப்படிங்கறத நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும். I think slowly we will interact, Fairlene. We can start our presentation.
Okay, because I just the reason why I asked is because I just wanted to know the nature. Are all of them parents?
Yes,
I think
most of them are parents.
There's a mix of parents and parents of children with disabilities. Mix of them. So it's good. And one thing important that I wanted to ask is, are you all already a parents group?
Yes, it's a
this
parent.
Is already a parents group.
Yes.
Okay. And who is heading this parents group?
This is from Balalar Mission.
Okay.
And Mission Malaysia, and there is a big team and committee with professionals as well as medical professionals, rehab professionals, and it's a big team.
Okay, fine. How many members as of now, and how big is this group?
That I person in charge. So this is a group where they have weekly initiatives on the famous saint. That is his name is Valalar, and his vision is again to develop lifestyle management using compassion and immortality strategies. So it's a big group. Number I'm not, because I'm in Dubai, and we have our organization is Siddhaveda Vaikunta. So we have collaborated with them for this parent empowerment.
All right. Okay. So one quick question before we move forward. Are you all already into advocacy work, or are you starting any advocacy?
Starting. We are in the starting. We've just started last month. The group has we've started, and we had about 5 sessions initially. The first session was with a special educator, and then orientation was given with a physical therapist, and then speech therapist, and fourth is you.
Okay, fine. So I think then I will start from the scratch, because I was just wanting to know from where I should start.
Yeah, you can start from the scratch.
So to all the empowered members here, a very big thank you for attending once again and for joining in the session. So today we will see, what empowerment is all about. What do we need to, for empowerment to develop? What are the strategies for it? And also if we can think of some joint action plans on making this empowerment into reality. Okay. Sure. So what do we mean by empowerment? So it's just not something easy. It's not something which somebody can achieve in a day. It's not something that, it's easily, it's not something very easily achievable. Let me just say that. What it means is it is a process. It is a process in which people, organizations, or groups such as you can be helped to achieve your dreams, right? It is a process where you become aware of what is available around you. You can see what are the kind of issues that you're facing and how you can try to overcome together as a group and make it a reality. So how does this happen? So those who are powerless become aware of the power dynamics at work in their life context, develop the skills and capacities for gaining control over their lives, exercising their controls without infringing on the rights of others, and support the empowerment of others in the community. So it's a joint work by individuals, and it becomes really fruitful when you are together as a group to do this. Okay. So what are the effective empowerment strategies? So everything is triggered. If you see the model, this is called as the Ctfar model. So this is something which the circumstances trigger empowerment, right? Circumstances trigger empowerment, and that helps you to construct your thoughts around it. There are feelings caused by your circumstance, which leads to some actions to be done. And those actions will result in empowerment. Okay, this is the process in which we go. So effective empowerment can be achieved if women, men, girls, and boys with disabilities can define what is important to your lives, to the individual's life, how to access and use your own self-agency to take control of your lives and to make strategic life choices and decisions that then they can define what is important, and then together with others, you can try to achieve it. Now, what do you feel about this? Do you think this, the reasons for you all to come together is because of a circumstance? Do you all agree with me? Hello?
Yes, could be. Yeah, because of the circumstances currently, for me personally, due to the circumstances I'm currently having.
Yeah. So we need to see now, how do we kind of, all of us are in this field of disability, or we have come together as a group is because of a reason. Now we have to see how we jointly work towards, some planned actions to make the empowerment really work. Now, I've been requested to talk a little more about family empowerment. So I will go on to the next thing, which is family empowerment, which is then supposed to help you to achieve your dreams, what you have together as a family to make it into a reality. Again, this is not something which is easily achievable. It is a process, and it is something which we have to plan through. It might not be sufficient that we have one day meeting today. It might need a series of meetings and a series of action plans to make this. So some 7 steps in this. First is to select eligible family members. So I think here, this Valalar community, which is already there, you have done step is to, join in this group. Next is to assess your family strengths, right? So this, I would like to request, the president or whoever is heading this particular group to see what's important and how you can do it. And for the group members to assess the family strengths. The third is to explore viable empowerment ventures. I'm just reading this as of now, but then we'll discuss a little more about it as we go on. The fourth step is training and capacity building of all its members. The fifth is to, think of some in-kind support, so that, the group grows stronger and is able to sustain, which will help you to be a empowered family. And then, but it does not stop there. It needs continuous mentoring and reinvestment to see that this family group continues to move on, okay, and is sustained throughout the years. So for us to go step by step into this, assessing strength, assessing the family strength. Like for example, in this particular meeting, we see that there is a lawyer here in the group. Then there is another entrepreneur, and I couldn't get the vocation of the other lady member who spoke. But then see the strength, what we kind of need to capitalize is what is already available in this group and how we can use the resources of this particular groups to build the community, to build this group, and to see that we are effective in whatever we have planned to do. So in planning this forward, do you have any thoughts on how we can together move on in this process? Any thoughts from anybody? Hello?
I'm keeping quiet. I want the audience to speak.
Yes, I would like the audience to speak, please. Where do you think you are in this? Like, why I am asking you is, has this group, have you done a mapping of the people in this group? So that would make it easy for us.
We have some of the, all the members, those who have joined, we know their background and about their kids. We have not documented, but we are aware about those who have joined and about their families. We have a special educator on board, and she has involved many parents, and through the local contact, people have joined.
Okay. So I think I would like to, give the suggestion to this group, right?
Okay.
If you can do a good mapping of your members, and because it is equal, it is good to use people's strengths. See, all of us have our own drawbacks, and we have come here because of a circumstance. Now we need to see how we together overcome our situation and overcome and move on and take things forward. So in this it will be really nice if you can do a mapping of your group. So if you need any support to do this mapping, I am always willing to help. I can support you how you have to do this mapping, and from that we have to then go to the next step, which is exploring the viable empowerment venture. We can take a decision what we need to do together as a group, whether it is purely on an advocacy level, or is it purely on an entrepreneurial level, or is it something to do with children that we want, children with disabilities, if we need something to do on their front, is that should be a focus. So we should set a focus. So together from these present members which is there here, can I ask, what is your immediate requirement? Is there something which is there on your agenda that, which we first need to address as a group? Anything coming to your mind? If if I think there are no answers, is because maybe you said that, you know, you're just starting as a group. So then I would like to then give another suggestion. We have to set the vision and mission of this group. I think somewhere it will be there, but if there are, like, you know, if the group is really big, then you might need to consider some subgroups. Is that something you are thinking of, or how is it? Can I get some responses?
Fairlene, this is, we have just initiated this group, and our main focus is to empower people of determination. That's how we address in UAE, with diverse abilities and their families to successfully navigate the global support system that serve them, to facilitate them to be self-advocates. Mainly our aim is to make the mothers as self-advocates. During Corona pandemic, and also some of the cost of training, people are unable to afford the access those resources. So this support system we have created so that we provide awareness training each week about from various disciplines. So parents are empowered, they understand, and then they connect with like as last time the speech therapist, the parents were asking question how they can do that in their home as a home-based intervention at different situation. So this is what we have started because I totally understand your idea behind, because you map and then you get the resources. I think this group will need a more time, maybe
more time.
1 month time, so that first of all we need to co-create certain things, and then we'll come up with definitely our focus is home-based intervention, life developmental skills, then parent consultation, counseling, communication, multisensory stimulation, speech and language, art therapy, holistic. Basically, we are working on the various transdisciplinary practices where we can empower and provide them awareness. We have started with awareness.
Okay, so can I ask one more thing? Is this a registered body yet, or you are in the process?
Yes.
Do you have documented vision, mission statements, bylaws?
Yes, they have.
Okay. So from that, I would then suggest that this group then needs to be sensitized on that. The group needs to be sensitized on that, and all of them sign up to it, and then you can pick up your goals, right? What you would like to focus on. And some people might say, like, you know, our focus should be rehab. So then the group working on rehab can then focus on rehab related work. Some people, you know, have might be, you said, like, you know, very important thing, you know, during this Corona times is, you know, the livelihood aspect. We need to find out, you know, the resources to help. Many people have lost their employment and they are finding it very difficult, you know, to support their families. So if that's something to be focused on, then a group can be divided. And if it is also suitable, you know, and agreeable according to your bylaws. So that is a caution. Like, you know, there might be a lot of interest coming up from the group, but the group should only do what your bylaws says. So this is a word of caution from my side, because in CBM, we do promote a lot of groups, but then we in this process of development, one thing important for us to cross-check is what does your bylaw says, what is your vision, mission, and what are your activities aligned towards that. So accordingly, we have to make our focus groups. So the step 3 is to make the focus groups, you know, to possibly make you know, ventures for empowerment for those particular groups. Right. And yes, after we have decided what we can do, the next step is like all of them come from various backgrounds. You know, some people have some information, but then and they have a lot of big dreams, but then we might be in a very nascent stage of that particular development. So we need to provide a lot of trainings and capacity buildings to help this group to achieve that dreams. So this is the fourth step, training and capacity building. And I think the others, we will leave it for now because this will come through as we have done the first four steps. Okay. Now going to the next slide. Okay. What is empowerment? Where is empowerment on the CBR matrix, right? I'm not sure if any of the team members have heard about this. Has any of the members heard about this CBR matrix? It's called community-based rehabilitation matrix. Have any of you heard about it?
No, madam.
No.
We work on this as per the national strategy
Pramila ma'am, I'm not asking you, I'm asking the other members.
I think we need to explain everything because this is a new group.
Okay. So just to give the people a little bit of idea. So, the WHO has come up with the CBR matrix. The CBR matrix has five components. The first is health, the second is education, third is livelihood, fourth is social, and then the empowerment. What they have, through series of discussion and years of experimentation, this matrix has been finalized. This has been found as very important and crucial for the development of any individual with disability. I would say it is just not only individuals with disabilities, but any individual. This five components is very essential for us to see that we promote inclusion, promote development, promote mainstreaming. We need all these five elements. So if you look at, because this group is very new and have not heard about it, I will quickly run through what it is. So every organization which is working in the stream of disability should know about this particular matrix, and they can choose what they are going to do. It's definitely not possible for them to, meet all the elements what is mentioned in this matrix, but definitely these are some things which organizations should promote. Like, for example, an organization working in the area of health, it is ideal. And this is just, again, I would like to stress, this is ideal for the organization to start from promotion. Okay, and from promotion they go to prevention, then to medical care, rehabilitation, and assistive devices. So these are the five elements under health, which needs to be done to promote the health of an individual. Okay, and especially individuals with disabilities. Now, if you see, this has many levels. Like, for example, if you take the component of medical care, there are different, stages in this. Like, there is primary level care, there is secondary level care, tertiary level care, and so it goes on for everything. There is a lot of dimensions for us to meet with, but this is essential for us to do and focus on when we are considering the development of persons with disabilities. In education, when we see, the different elements are earlyhood child development, primary, then secondary and higher education, non-formal education, and lifelong learning is also mentioned here. Under livelihood, there is skills development, self-development, wage employment, financial services, and social protection. Under social, there is personal assistance, relationships, marriage and family, culture and arts, recreation, leisure and sports, then justice. Under empowerment, there is advocacy and communication, community mobilization, political participation, self-help groups, and disabled people's organization. In nowadays terms, this disabled people's organizations, abbreviated as DPO, is also known as OPD. It is now changed to Organization of Persons with Disabilities. So these are the various elements which is required, and we have to also see where in this matrix is our child with disability. Okay, and when it comes to this parents group that you all have formed, you have to now see where is it that you're in this, are you at the, in this particular elements, are you at the first level, second level, or where is it that you are, and what are the other things to do? Each of these components has, we have to discuss a lot, on what it is about, what are the different elements, different activities to do under this particular thing, how we have to take it from one step to the next step. So I think Ms. Pramila will, arrange for, separate sessions to bring this forward. But I would like to just show here where empowerment is on the CBR matrix and what all are the things we need to do for empowerment. So for us to, before I could go on, in this particular group, is there anybody who is a member of a self-help group, may I ask, or a DPO group? Are there anyone? Hello?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. I think I have another 15 minutes or so.
You have another 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then I will try to conclude fast. This needs to be done, and separate, sessions can be arranged for that. Yes. I will then just go to, suggest what are the key principles for us to promote inclusion. One is awareness building, which I think Ms. Pramila has already started. Okay. The next is participation of persons with disabilities in is essential, and only then we can think of whatever is the community change that we need to aspire for. So for that we need to get into the right forums to see that we push the agenda of inclusion. The next is comprehensive accessibility, where we seek to ensure that physical, communication, policy and attitudinal barriers are identified and addressed. Then the next key principle is the twin track approach. I think that will also need a separate session on what we mean by twin track approach. Just to summarize in short, it goes to say that we need to do some activities which is disability specific, and also in the mainstream agenda, what can we do to promote inclusion? Okay, so we can talk about it maybe in some other session, what it means to do, what are the things that as parents groups you can do to promote inclusion. Should we do, because this is 5 minutes only, then I think it is very difficult to do some, joint exercise for planning. But from this particular session that we have seen today, may I ask you, as individually, can you put down one action point, what you will do to start with for promoting inclusion? And later on, maybe together as a group, I will put forth this suggestion to Ms. Pramila that we think of some short-term and long-term goals for this particular group, as similar as how we do the IEPs, so something similar, we can also do that. If you need any support to make this action plans even later, I can support you. But as of now, to the members which has come here, I think there are about 11 members. 11 members, can we put one point, and you can even share what you think should be done to promote inclusion or to be an empowered family? Any thoughts from the discussion?
May I try?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, encourage interactions between the parties.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else would like to give it a try? Okay. Then I would like to leave with this slide, right? For us to become effective, we need to think of various things. So how do we help to take these things forward is something for the group to think, group to jointly decide how we can come together and promote inclusion. With this, I will close. If there's any other question, you can ask me.
Can close the presentation.
Madam Fairlene,
Yes.
I am a special need educator.
Yes.
If you ask me, in Malaysia, we are still far behind in this special needs education.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that you have mentioned is still, it's a long process for us to adapt whatever that you have mentioned.
Okay.
So maybe the parents are also clueless of what you are talking about. Even me, I'm clueless.
Yeah.
So I hope you understand the...
No problem. The thought that you have come, that you have joined this group is the first step.
Okay.
Then together as a group, we have to, jointly plan. Maybe today I couldn't, share some of the successful parents group and educators group, but I do know successful groups who have come together and made a lot of advocacy changes and seen the lives of children are really developed. Many of the groups have come together and they have challenged the government, challenged the system to see that their children are getting their rights and entitlements. I'm not really aware of the rights and entitlements in Malaysia, but definitely there is some rights and entitlements because Malaysia has ratified the UNCRPD. So definitely there will be some things which is available, but are you all as a group aware of the kind of entitlements that the children with disabilities have in Malaysia?
I think they have a plan to introduce a speaker next week who can share all the concessions and entitlements, everything. I think they have a plan. They couldn't get her on board. She's a parent and an NGO. So I think locally, whatever empowerment related concessions and accommodations available, I think she'll be the right person to discuss. And we'll just, if you can close your slide, we can ask parents to open their
I have closed.
video. No, it is still there, I think. If you can stop share.
I have said stop.
But still it's there. Your presentation is on.
What do I do for it?
Just stop share.
I said stop long time back. Now it is asking me whether you want to resume share.
But still we see, yeah, now you can stop. Now it has come to the more PPT mode. Still, I think you need to stop some. Yes.
Okay, I think.
Okay. That was a very interesting and interactive session, Fairlene. This is what I want to initiate slowly. No, we
Yeah.
cannot give a heavy dose to them.
Right.
Very simple strategies. That's why we started with awareness and collecting. Definitely, the CBM strategy, community-based rehabilitation is optimal utilization of available resources in the community. So that's what we've been doing in very simple steps, because the group has also other initiatives towards compassion and other factors we need to see. So this only Thursday it happens, definitely with your support. And we are having also a transdisciplinary team with all professionals. So we will definitely, because all of us need to collate and co-create something to manifest the complete full participation and equal participation in the community. So definitely we'll be doing. And coming to Valalar mission, yes.
I can also, like, get in touch, means I can bring you to link up with some of our successful parents groups, right?
Sure.
And we can also have an interchange, like they can share what they are doing.
Exactly.
And you can see what you're doing. And together, like, you can, then, the parents group here also will have your own idea.
Excellent.
Because in
That's
our groups, it is very good that you have thought of entitlements, because that awareness is definitely required. So what does the law say? What does the Malaysian law says?
Yes.
According to the Malaysian law, what should the children with disabilities, adults with disabilities get? What are the things then our lawyer madam also can, support in case any injustice is there? Like, she can also help.
Definitely, we can involve.
Put forward that, points, in the right place. Give the parents that, direction, whom to approach, where to submit this application. All of that stuff, all the rules and procedures will already be laid out, so that can be then studied, and the parents group can take active decision on, doing some things in case, like, they have not got their scholarships, or they have not got their assistive devices, or their, be it a livelihood, that in many of the governments offer some seed money, seed money for people to start with some, some professional, employment, there can be training, or for them to start up their own, something, they will give some kind of subsidies.
We do have something here in Dubai, the Ministry of Community Development Authority. If you go to the website, any person, people of determination, when they enter in, whatever they want, either elders, or they want to do a business, or they want to set up a family, or they need to startup support. Like if I have to do a startup, I need to pay a huge amount. The similar startup for a person with a determination, it is given very at a nominal price, and a lot of concession and also support is given. So similarly, they can also look into that. And definitely, whatever you said, it is the path towards inclusion. So we have just started our first step, and we may need a couple of months more. And rightly, as you said, you can connect more parents to us on board, so that there will be more interaction and participation with parents, and they understand what worked successfully for others. Like how I introduced my student, he is a successful businessman now. So something like that, we people see, definitely they a person with cerebral palsy, it's not only the management you need to do, you should also expose them to the society and make them as productive members in the society, and contributing member to his family. So that's one of such like that. We can introduce more of people of the successful people of determination on board, parents like that. We can create a good and inclusive family together. We also have this mission, Valalar mission, is not only in Malaysia. We have across the globe. In different places, we have Valalar mission. So we can extend from Malaysia, Valalar mission, Malaysia, we can extend the support to other Valalar activities wherever they have. We can do. It's a big group. It's a massive work, extensive platform where we need more hands. With the two of my hands, I cannot. That's why we have created a team. And welcome on board, Fairlene, and appreciate your support you have offered to us. And now I would like the parents to ask your questions, how we can work on, and also, as you said, each parent, you asked what you would like to contribute. We have a big bucket of wish list, and definitely we will fill the bucket and send it across to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm really, I have, worked with many parents group and also like many children's group. And, I have seen, success happen in the small communities, rural pockets that we work.
Yes.
People don't have even their basic rights, basic entitlements, they don't have. And so many places, there's no, there's no proper facility in the school. The school has made facility for them. If there is no proper assistive devices given, through the parents group and advocacy work, they have really seen that all the children in the group are benefited. All the children have their pensions. All their children have scholarships, uniforms. And even if in the place that they're living in, there is no proper street light, or if there is there's a bar or alcoholism, there is a big issue, the collector comes down and works with this parents group and see that those nuisance is not there.
Yeah, that's the impact of social cohesion.
Yes. So, with community groups, with community work, a lot of changes can happen. And I would like to wish this particular group all success. And I can also share with you some good case studies, good stories for you all to reflect on, and then to bring more such successes in the next.
Definitely. We all need to work together, Fairlene.
Yes.
Don't say you, we.
Okay. Yes, definitely. I'll be very happy.
Questions from parents? We would like you to ask questions. Anything you have?